Sorry about that, Aquarius. So here's part 2 of the video. My phone totally died. Okay. So basically, the nature of the relationship right now is that there's the sun in between you with the Eight of Swords and your person with the Six of Wands. So I feel like something has come to light. And, perhaps your person, what they really enjoy from this connection is a sense of like attention, some sort of success. I wonder if they get a sense of their own success by because that would resonate with the codependent devil energy down here is that a lot of times folks will feel more successful when they're paired with somebody else that they might think, whether consciously or not, is not as successful as they are. So that could be a part of what is being illuminated at this time. It could be a part of what they find to be um, a benefit from being with you. Um, so that just take it as it resonates. I could be wrong, but that's here in the cards. It's a way to read this energy. Um, but ultimately, I feel like they went back and forth for quite some time about whether or not to walk away because we do have the Eight of Cups here. And, in the finish, there's the Devil, the Ten of Cups, and the Eight of Cups. So the Ten of Cups is the relationship, it's the whole package. And on either side, or on one side, we had some level of toxicity. And then on the other side, we have a level of departing from that. So, there was a dynamic that was embedded in this relationship that was unhealthy. And your person or you, depending on what side you resonate with most, decided to walk away. Now, we do have the Hermit energy here, so I feel like that resonates for both parties involved because it would take the Hermit energy to like come to that conclusion. It's soul searching, it's healing, right? It's like we soul search and then we make the decision that we need to make in order to that's best for us to heal, and even best for the other person as well, right? Like if somebody found that they recognize that what they get out of a relationship is just feeling better or more superior to the person they're with, if they have any kind of moral compass whatsoever, they're going to say, gee, I probably shouldn't be with this person because I don't deserve to take advantage of that, or to feel like, what am I doing with somebody if I'm only with them because I feel superior? That's just an example. Okay. So, I mean, for you, like I said in the first, at the end of the first video, you are having what I feel like and what it would appear to be a very like comprehensive experience. Like this is really, I feel like on the other side of this, that this is going to have contributed to your soul's growth exponentially because you're experiencing this on so many different levels that ultimately it's all a part of it. Like the higher mind, the worrying mind, and the embodied way of how to deal with the devil energy, like the parts, the dynamics in our lives that keep us stuck and may even keep us sick or just are not good for us. So I'm feeling a lot of compassion for you, Aquarius. I really am. Um, yeah. And ultimately, it seems like it would be best for the relationship to be done, even though there was a lot of wonderful, bright time in between there. I think you both hold each other in a high regard. but it's one of those things where it's like needing to do the best for both of us, you know? It's kind of what I'm seeing here. So let's go ahead and pull some advice for you. And they could be in a spot right now where they're going back and forth about walking away, because we do have the Two of Pentacles preceding that energy. They are aware that there is conflict, and they are aware of what they do get from this relationship. The other aspect that they could get from this relationship is that it does bring them a lot of happiness with the sun there, and that they do really enjoy getting a lot of your attention and a lot of your love and praise. They could feel successful with you by their side. That's another way to read this energy. Okay? Yeah. Yeah. King of Pentacles, Ten of Swords, and the Death. So the invitation from Spirit is to completely surrender to the ending of this relationship, because ultimately it contributes to your soul's growth. It's very, very challenging, it's very difficult, and it hurts very much. And with that, when you come out the other side of this with the King of Pentacles, like I said, it's going to contribute to your soul's growth, and your future is very, very bright despite this loss, despite this ending. But when it comes to the Ten of Swords, it's something that has been a long time coming. Over here we have you in the Eight of Swords energy, and this could be like thinking about it, thinking about it, thinking about it. By the time you get to the 10, you've done all your thinking about it, and the thinking part is done, and now the axe must fall, and it's you finally know, and it's finally done, right? So, completely surrender to this situation. Don't try to save it. Don't try to make it back the way it used to be. Just let it go. Because ultimately, what you have in your future from this is a lot of growth, a lot of healing, and a very, very bright future, a very successful future with this King of Pentacles. Okay, I think that you're going to end up finding something later on down the line that's, you're going to be like, wow, like I wouldn't have ended up with this if I stayed back here, like you really have a lot of wonderful good things in your future. But the immediate time is going to be challenging, but it's for the best. Okay, so let me go ahead and pull the language of letting go. Okay, 2 wanted to come out. Being direct. Today I will own my own power and be direct, and I will be clear and honest in my dealings with other people. If I'm uncomfortable with my own truth, then those around me will be comfortable. Wait. Sorry. I'll read it over again. Today I will own my own power and be direct, and I will be clear and honest in my dealings with other people. If I'm comfortable with my own truth, then those around me will be comfortable with me too. Trusting in God. Today I will know that all my wants will be met. I will give my needs to the universe and trust that God will take care of the desires of my heart. I will have faith that I truly deserve to have my wants and needs met. 100%. 100%. That's all true. Okay, Aquarius, that is what I have for you. I hope that this helped. I'm sorry for the choppy interruption in between the first part of your reading and the second part of your reading. So, I will see you next time, and take good care. Okay, bye. Hello, Pisces. Finally, we made it to the end. Thank you for being so understanding about being on the part 2 of this video. My phone died. Oh boy. Okay, so we are doing a you and them reading. And take the energies as they resonate. Keep in mind that they could be reversed. And this could be between you and a romantic partner or a friend or a family member or a job, whatever it is that you're contending with at this time, okay? So we will get into it. And apologies for the wonky angle when I have my phone plugged in. I can't prop it up in the same spot that I had it for the first part of the reading. Okay, or for the first video, I should say. I will say the you and them readings with this many cards is makes for very long video. I need to figure out a different way to do, maybe just do 3 and 3 instead of a full 10 card spread. Okay, 10 of Wands is the underarching or bottom of the deck energy. So you could be feeling really like you're carrying a lot right now, Pisces. You could be working really hard, doing a lot of things, having a lot of responsibility on your shoulders, feeling like you have to be all things to all people, playing a lot of roles. It's just kind of it can be hard. You know, the underlying energy is that it's pretty challenging, but you're totally plowing through and you're doing it, right? Like you're getting out of bed and you're doing it. Okay? Yeah. For you, I see the 9 of Cups, the Hanged Man, that's your energy. Oh, excuse me. What is this? The 7 of Cups? 4 of Wands. No, that's the 4 of Wands. Okay, so the 9 of Cups, the Hanged Man, the 4 of Wands, and the 5 of Cups. So this is really something, Pisces. You know, I get the sense that you're really just trying to find your happiness. You know, you're really just trying to find your happiness and stability, Pisces. I feel like you do have stability with the 4 of Wands already in here. And I also, you know, being a Pisces myself, like I know that when it comes to the Hanged Man energy, that we have a really good way of surrendering to what is and being able to, you know, move through it and choose the things that make us happy, like connect with the people that we feel loved by, like share our bounty with other people, like whatever it is, if we feel like it's been a slog getting to a stable place, or feeling like it's been a slog going through the grief of the 5 of Cups, that ultimately it's we know that grief takes time, and that we're surrendering to that because ultimately it's the higher spiritual vision and the meaning that we make of it, and the integration of this experience and these energies and the healing that then make you stronger and, you know, propel you forward, and it become a part of the stability, become a part of the cement that is, you know, grounding those 4 posts for you. Okay? With the energy connected to you, we have the 2 of Pentacles, the 9 of Swords, the 5 of Swords, and the Hierophant. So yeah, very interesting energy. We have indecision. We have a going back and forth, and I feel which is at battle with their higher knowing. Okay. Going back and forth being at odds with one's own like moral compass or what they know to be the right way to do something. Okay, now this could be you, this could be you as well, like, you know, you could be experiencing all of this. In the middle here between you of the Hanged Man energy and the Nine of Swords energy, we have the Page of Cups. So small gestures in love, small emotional gestures. This could very well be you, you know, with this time out here, you're experiencing this in different ways. They could be experiencing, or it would appear that they are experiencing it on a level that would suggest a lot of worry, anxiety, sleepless nights, things of that nature. You are more surrendering to life and what is, and gaining a different perspective, commonly a higher minded, more spiritually grounded perspective of you know what this situation means. And I feel like with the Page of Cups in the middle, that there is an invitation from spirit here to use this experience and energy for the benefit of healing part of one's own wounded inner child when it comes to the heart space. Okay. um yeah, because you know we can do that, and we can also reclaim this inner child, this magical inner child page energy, to um recapture a sense of wonder and delight, and recapture a sense of getting back in touch with who we know ourselves to be, and the things that really like inspire you and make you feel like awake and happy and curious and all the things, right? um, So then at the bottom here, we have the Five of Cups, the Ace of Wands, and the Hierophant. So, yeah, I mean, for the outcome, I mean, there could be, whenever we have an ace, it could be a renewed ace, right? So there could be an opportunity here for a fast moving opportunity that comes in that's quite passionate, that's, you know, maybe even rooted in like a virile activity, um, you know, and that's right here in the center of grief and your higher mind, right? You know, with this in the higher mind, the Hierophant falls on your person's side. So, you know, that is also a card for commitment as well, the Hierophant. And so they could be going back and forth on whether or not they wanted to commit to you or want to commit to you, because, you know, the physical is really great, and there's a lot of passion there and all the things. Um, but you know, while you both acknowledge that there was a lot of passion and it was lovely, there is grief on your side because, you know, ultimately with this indecision up here in this corner and someone being at odds with themselves and being at odds with their, you know, moral compass, so to speak, or just kind of the the things in the back of their mind that they know are like kind of like the right thing to do or the wrong thing to do, whatever. It's like the Hierophant is like doing things by the book, so to speak. So you definitely could have been dealing with somebody who's like, screw that, like I don't do things by the book. Okay, fair enough. That's great. Because this is also like family doctrine as well. That's commonly passed on through our families. So, you know, when we have such a strong adverse view of that, then there's work to be done there as well when it comes to what are the tenets and belief systems that were passed on to us from our family, and kind of what we were raised with, and are we in alignment with that or not? And if not, then why not? And that's okay. Like, fully okay. Fully okay. Like, and then through that exploration, what is it that, how do I want to rewrite my moral code? Like, how do I want to rewrite my roadmap for being a good human being, being living in alignment with my truth and living an authentic and genuine life, and having that be consistent, having my words be consistent with my actions, having my inner match the outer, living in authenticity, right? I mean, there's so much work that goes into all of that. So, Pisces, for this reading, I see that you are doing the very best you can. You're continuing to try to do what it is that you need to do for your own tangible stability. And then when it comes to your emotional body, like, you're really just kind of like your emotional body and your spiritual body, I feel like, are really pretty much the same thing. So you're dealing with it in that way. Um and I mean, this is very Piscean. This, I love it. And so you're finding joy where you can. You're continuing to try. You're surrendering to what is. And, attending to that inner child through any kind of grief experience that you are up against. And you are fully seeing, you have the perspective on who you are or were dealing with. And I feel like it's kind of like, yeah, like, you don't wish this person any ill will. I don't see that here. I just see a surrendering and a, like, kind of like like a spiritual understanding of the whole situation. So that's where that is. And I'm going to pull 3 advice cards for you, Pisces, and we're going to pick an oracle card, and then we are going to be done with this long reading. All right, we got the Queen of Swords. So, okay, oh, wow, this is we got the whole lineup here. Knight of Swords, King of Swords, Queen of Swords. Dang, I don't even know what to say. Okay, so your perspective is on point. Your perspective is on point, Pisces, and you're totally good. The other thing that I would say is, with the perspective being so strong, with the headspace being so strong, there's something quite, this I feel like could be an invitation for you to balance out the mind with the heart as well. But in a way, I feel like you're doing that already. Like, I honestly feel like there's so much of you that was covered in this reading that is where you live, that you really do live in the heart space. So I think this could be an invitation for you to maybe even step more into your mind space, right? So this is about you following your ideas, communicating with clarity in any areas of your life, just really harnessing that Queen of Swords, King of Swords energy. You're harnessing the swords energy. So, when is the next air season? We're in Leo right now. Then we're going to have Virgo. And then we're going to have Libra. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's like balance and truth. Yeah, this is about balancing out, like, that spiritual and heart. You really do live in the ether. You really do live in the watery realms, Pisces. And so this is an invitation. I think Spirit is inviting you to like harness your inner bad bitch. Like, really. Just like harness your discernment. Harness your discernment big time. Okay? Be more discerning. Don't just give your energy away to anybody. Don't just give your energy away, you know? Um, yeah. You want to bring your energy back into yourself. That could even also be an invitation from Spirit through the Hanged Man as well. You're so good at surrendering, but the other thing is you need to also surrender to yourself and surrender inward rather than, say maybe surrendering outward and surrendering your energy to other people. So this is an invitation from Spirit. Your advice is to be more discerning when it comes to pretty much everything. Okay. All right. Bee balm, vibrance. Adds, okay. Here we go. Come on, Robin. Eyeballs. Add some spark to your life. Bee balm encourages you to let go of inhibitions, cut loose, be passionate, and sing your song at the top of your lungs without judgment. Every day is a gift worth celebrating. Bee balm reminds you Bee balm reminds you to show up and embrace the potential of your own life. No excuses. Nice. Okay. Reel it in, let it out. I have no idea. It's all over the place. Okay. Thank you so much for joining me, and thank you for clicking on the second video to watch your reading. Please do all the YouTubey things. Help this lady out on the YouTubey place. Okay. Mwah. Bye.